error challenges were supposed to be the replacement that we were having for galactic challenges. Do you cast your minds back, ladies and gentlemen? Do you remember the joy of like Ewok galactic Jawa galactic challenges? These were some of the top tier peak gaming moments in Galaxy of Heroes, and I always had the assumption that people used to begrudgingly do these galactic challenges just because they had to. They wanted their Omicron rewards, they wanted to progress later on in the episode path, on the episode pass, on the episode quest line. However, we have now got a replacement which is called error challenges. And error challenges are supposed to be a, hey, let's pop in once during the week and maybe get this feat done, get a small, very tiny amount of episode currency, and it's supposed to be taking the foot off the gas and making sure that we don't actually spend so much time in-game, right? That was CG's words, not mine. It was CG's words. They were like, they wanted to lower the amount of time that we spend playing these, so instead of doing 2 galactic challenges a week, we've got 1 error challenge to do across the entire week, right? However, we've seen a latest data mine come in around error challenges, and there's some differences that have me scratching my noggin. Should we have a look? So this is the current error challenge that we've got. It is top tier quality stuff, right? I mean, what we used to get for galactic challenges was like, oh, you've got the error pass, you've beat the galactic challenge with your whatever units you've got in your entire legacy roster. Maybe you've done things like, I don't know, win after dodging 10 attacks, or, you know, burn 120,000 times. But now it's like win with stuff present. It's really, there's not a whole lot to it, right? There's not a whole lot to it. It's not really a feat. It's, hey, how much have you invested in your error levels in your new units? We've got a error level 26 Claire Marquis over here. And if I were to try and take up against the, you know, error level 35 opponents, I'm rightfully going to get demolished, right? So absolutely destroyed. But that's okay. I'll just have to settle for the first two tiers, because the $100 that I've invested in this character to get them to 7 stars is not worth me having a tiny amount of episode currency. We're not worth that. However, CG did state that they are looking to add additional feats to these to make them a little bit more rewarding, right? To, you know, a little bit more, a little bit woo, a little bit wow, a little bit of pizzazz, a little bit of chutzpah, a little bit of moxie going on in over. I'm just throwing out random words now, right? And we've seen a data mine come through, and I want you to make your own decision around how you feel about these new feats that are coming in here. Are you happy with these? You know, how does it make you feel? So let's just go ahead and show you. It's in Discord, obviously in the wonderful, wonderful Swigger Events Discord server, which is managed by a great community of people, and they do a lot of data mines to try and figure out what's going on when we don't have the full communication from CG, okay? So let's go and check it out. Just gonna move my face over here. So Barbarossa, the wonderful individual who has his own version of the game, he does all that data mining. He shows us how the new legendary units actually perform before we even have to see them in game. Like, he's got stuff, he's got footage of when him using Cassian Andor, the new legendary, because the assets are in the game. The assets are in the game, so he's got his own version where he can just manipulate the data and he can play with these units and actually use them. It's really cool. Wish we could do that, right? But no, we're not allowed. Okay, so, side note, why doesn't CG do that? Why isn't there like some little event in the game where like, oh, here's the new Journey Guide unit. You can test it in this like unlimited battle. Imagine you go up against an invincible team, right? They can't die, but you can go in with like Cassian Andor and Claire Marquis and Luthen and, you know, like the full team. You could use the full team. It doesn't give you any rewards. It's just like, there you go. This is the team. You get to test it out. You get to see what the unit is like. Why isn't that a thing? Like, we just try before you buy. Makes sense to me. Anyway, I am definitely pontificating right now. So Barbarossa has got 2 little downloads over here. He's got the previous error challenges and he's got the next error challenges. So if we have a look at this one, it shows like, oh, you need to be error level 11. Well, you're facing off against error 11, you know, and you're facing off against Mace, R2, and Padme and Ahsoka, and all you needed to do was win with Darth Vader's dual end, okay? That's all it was. The only way you could earn that one feat was if you just were able to win with Darth Vader. And we could see that in the last one that we did. You just win the battle, you get a small amount. In this case, it's 40 currency, right? In this new setup, it is a little bit different. We've still got the same tier. We have got multiple feats, but look at it. Win a battle with Velzartha present at error level 21, 15, 13, and 11. So it's like, I feel like what they're doing, the error levels are still the same, still 11, right? But now there are tiers of error levels. So instead of actually having something interesting in here, you're still just going in with your solo units, or in this case, I imagine you probably also have Claire with Vel, right? But it's just added. Well, have you got 2 more error levels? Congratulations. So, and the thing is when these error challenges come out, the start of the week, you might be error level 11. You might not. I mean, for her, she will start at around about 15, there or thereabouts, right? So you will actually get more feats done straight away. But if you look at the total rewards, 10, 20, 30, 40, that's the same as what we get previously for if we just did it here. And think about this, right? To get that, you just need an error level 11 Darth Vader, or even error level 10, right? Darth Vader, Duel's End, and you'd get the whole 40, right? To do it in this new structure, you'd need to be error level 21. And I'm hoping that they scale these, because that gets a lot harder to do, especially if you're free-to-play. My free-to-play account is not error level 21, right? And you're not going to be able to beat the next one either. So people could actually come away earning less error currency than before for the exact same thing. Am I going mad? So unless they scale these, because the first marquee, you're only going to get to, 13, 14 maybe, right? In that first week. You could of course, put some crystals towards increasing that error level to get yourself a whole whopping 10 error currency. I mean, don't spend it all at once, ladies and gentlemen. After doing 100 marquees, you might be able to afford a Carbonite Lightspeed token. I don't understand why this is the approach. Why is this the approach? Scaling the error levels, which means you'd have to go in and do it multiple times throughout the week, right? Or you could just wait until the last day and then do it and, hope that you're error level 21, right? I mean, we've already seen on my main account, let's just jump back real quick. We've already seen on my main account over here that my Claire is error level 26, right? But I did whale all the way to 7 stars, and that does give you additional levels of materials to upgrade with, not vastly more, which lets you perform better in Colosseum, which lets you get more rewards, which lets you progress. And I've got the episode pass, and the episode pass gives you access to a boatload of additional error leveling currency, right? In order to feed those mats, because usually the thing that's stopping you from leveling up is not the materials per se, at least not early on. It's the currency to level it up, right? And free-to-play people that haven't bought the episode pass are not going to have this currency to level up. So CG is basically saying, hey, remember the rewards you used to get for the exact same level of investment without actually having to go into the error store and spend either real-world money or spend yourself some crystals to get some additional error leveling currency? It's just stripping away, and it's bizarre, guys. It's a bizarre approach. I don't know why CG keeps doing this, right? Because why? Why are we just, like, if you want to do this leveling thing, why is this not, it's 10 episode currency. Do you know what I mean? Why is this, have this be 40, 40, 40, 40? I don't understand CG's approach to this. It's basically just saying, hey, free-to-play peasants, you're gonna, those pennies we give you, we're gonna take one of them away. All right, we give you 4 pence a week. We're gonna take 1 penny away. We can't, you don't deserve to have that extra penny. Come on. And if you go through, I'm sure it's 4, 8, 12, 1600. Okay, so let's just double check that, shall we? Real quick before we go any further, guys, I just want to point out very, very briefly that it's a little bit disappointing to me when I look at the people viewing my channel. I only see about 50% of you are actually subscribed to the channel. I want to try and get that up to 100%. All right, I try to put out daily content for you guys to keep you on top of your game, give you guides for everything that you need. And the more people that subscribe, the more people that I can help. It pushes out my content to a wider base, and I am dependent on you guys as a community. You are amazing. Do me a favor, if you haven't subbed already, please do subscribe and hit that notification bell. Thank you. You're beautiful, by the way. I'm trying to find the silver lining. No, it's not like, yeah. CG in their magnanimous nature over here. In their magnanimous nature of approaching, hey guys, look, you said you wanted to have additional feats in these error challenges to make them more engaging. It's just, no, like, it's just have more error levels. Have more error levels. Invest more error levels in getting your characters leveled up so you can get the exact same rewards. Error level 80 now. Error level 80. You used to be able to do this at error level 70, and now they want you to go to error level 80 to get the same rewards. I'm just like, CG, you blow my mind with this, like, penny-pinching approach. Absolute penny-pinching approach to this. No free-to-play person is realistically getting to error level... Well, I mean, no, literally, no free-to-play person is getting to error level 80. At least not with all your units. Because the only way to get to error level 80 is to spend real world money. And the reward is 400 of the error currency. It's getting really hard to try and defend over here. And look at this one, it's scaled. This one is scaled. So if you do the peasant tiers, poor broke boy, then yeah, you get the 80, and then the 120. But you need to go to 70 to get the big chunk of it. Whereas before, you'd just be able to do it, right? I mean, I get it. They have lowered the actual difficulty a little. I don't think that's 72. 72, is that the... yeah, that's the same as it is currently, so they haven't actually properly lowered the difficulty. It's just... Oh my god. You know, sometimes you feel like CG takes a step forward and then hops on a train and goes backwards. Like 2-3 stops. Are we supposed to be, like, grateful for this? We're supposed to be grateful for this. I don't know. Am I making a mountain out of a molehill here? This just feels shit. Hey, if you want my advice, ladies and gentlemen, if you want my advice, don't look at these error challenges with the expectation of getting anything that's worthwhile. Okay, it's really not worth it. You don't need that 10 error currency. Just forget it even exists. Do it once at the end. Hopefully, you've got enough error leveling. I mean, there is obviously a part of it that's like, oh, we'll get a weekly feat. That means we have to beat this tier with a low-level unit, you know? You have to get some of those feats done in order to get your 5,000 episode points so you can level up on the episode track, right? That's the only thing that you should be looking at. If you're like me anyway, and you look at these feats, all you're going to do is suffer higher blood pressure. And it's not worth it, guys. It's not worth it. I'm putting this out to you now so you guys can be prepared in 2 weeks when this new error challenge comes around and you're like, what the flaming Wookiee turd is this? I bet that would really smell. Yeah. Anyway, I'm interested to hear your thoughts on this latest travesty. Let me know in the comments section down below. Give me a like at least. I'm not CG, don't shoot the messenger. And I will see you all, hopefully, in the very next video. Peace out, and may the Force be with you.